In breaking news now, Hollywood actor Val Kilmer has died following a long health battle.
Now at 11, remembering a legend. Actor Val Kilmer has died at the age of 65.
The sad news that the film star Val Kilmer, who played Batman and Jim Morrison, as well as starring in Top Gun, has died at the age of 65. His daughter told US media that he'd been suffering from pneumonia, and he died on Tuesday in Los Angeles.
Celebrating the life of Val Kilmer, the Hollywood legend who started movies from Top Gun to The Doors to Batman Forever, has passed away at 65.
Breaking news, Val Kilmer is dead, age 65. Yes, the legendary actor has finally succumbed to illness. Has struggled with throat cancer since 2014 and it's finally beaten him 11 years on. He lost his voice in the battle. He only had a little bit of a raspy voice left, breathing issues, and ultimately led to his demise. Legendary for acting as Batman in Batman Returns, to Top Gun as Iceman, and method actor, gone too soon. Let's have a look at his career highlights right here, right now, on Barry Charles News.
From a quirky spy in the 1984 cult classic Top Secret,
You guys really are cowboys.
to the intense fighter pilot in Top Gun,
You're everyone's problem. That's because every time you go up in the air, you're unsafe.
Val Kilmer's film career took flight in the big 80s. But the slick performer trained at Juilliard honed his acting chops on the stage and saw his craft as a serious means of exploration.
Have you ever turned down something you regretted?
No, I don't really think that way. I just look forward. And also, what in the personal way, what I gained from acting with the opportunity to experience things that certainly you'd never do in your own life.
Come on, baby, light my fire.
In the 1990s, Kilmer explored the mind of Jim Morrison in Oliver Stone's The Doors. Critics praised him for nailing both the look and the sound of the late singer.
I'm your huckleberry.
2 years later, he played the pasty yet poised gunslinger Doc Holliday in Tombstone, and later a desperate construction engineer hunting lions in The Ghost and the Darkness. Along the way, Kilmer co-starred with some of Hollywood's heavyweights, like Al Pacino and Robert De Niro in the bank robbery movie Heat, and played the superhero.
It's the car, right? Chicks love the car.
As Batman in 1995. But it was an earlier collaboration on the set of the 1988 movie Willow, where Kilmer met co-star Joanne Whalley. They were married almost 8 years and had 2 children. Later in his career, Kilmer returned to the stage, playing Moses in The Ten Commandments, the musical. He also wrote and performed the one-man show Citizen Twain, taking on the persona of the great American storyteller. But under the makeup, the actor was dealing with grave health concerns. Kilmer downplayed cancer rumors, but then later said he had beaten the disease, which required a tracheotomy and left him with a raspy voice. In 2022, he reprised his role as Iceman in the Top Gun sequel, Maverick.
Who's the better pilot? You or me?
This is a nice moment. Let's not ruin it.
Like the actor himself, his once boisterous flyboy character, subdued by illness, still commanded respect and even awe on the silver screen.
Val Kilmer, basically known mostly for Batman, Iceman, and Top Gun, Tombstone, and The Heat with Al Pacino and Robert De Niro. But I'm sure you all have your favorites out there, including The Doors, with him playing Jim Morrison. He was very musical talented for some people that may not know, as he played Moses on Broadway, and he will be revered for the rest of time. Lest we forget the greatness of the great man Val Kilmer. In other news, yes, we had Gene Hackman. Yes, folks, Gene Hackman. What's doing there? Let's remember his greatest movies of all time and have a look at his career.
Gene Hackman rose to stardom in the 1967 film Bonnie and Clyde, a role which would earn him the first of 5 Academy Award nominations. He went on to bring home 2 Oscars for Best Actor in The French Connection in 1972, and then 2 decades later,
See what kind of books Mr. Beauchamp is packing here.
for Best Supporting Actor in Unforgiven, both roles bringing critical acclaim. Hackman was born in San Bernardino, California in 1930. During the Great Depression, his father abandoned his family when he was 13. Hackman dropped out of high school to join the Marines at just 16 years old, lying about his age to enlist. After being discharged, he studied journalism and television production on the GI Bill. Hackman got his acting start at the Pasadena Playhouse in California in the 50s, with humble parts like Town Citizen and First Mover.
Just one thing. How did you beat him?
He was a versatile actor, mastering the role of Superman's arch nemesis, Lex Luthor, in the 80s film saga.
I think I've been very lucky that I've been offered quite a good variety of things to do. And
Hackman played a president, military leaders, and then a nuclear submarine captain in Crimson Tide. He was also a coach with a checkered past in the classic film Hoosiers.
I don't care what the scoreboard says at the end of the game. In my book, we're going to be winners.
He says he was drawn to struggling characters.
for me, that's the most exciting, is to have dialogue with somebody while you're in peril or while you're conflicted.
Oh, God.
He showed his comedic side in The Birdcage and The Royal Tenenbaums.
Didn't seem believable to me.
Off-screen, he raced cars, competing in Long Beach and Daytona. He was an avid diver, which inspired his first novel. Several other successful books followed. He married twice and had 3 children.
Come on.
Hackman retired from acting in 2004 after a career that spanned 5 decades, appearing in 79 movies.
Yeah, I like Gene Hackman in plenty of movies. I thought he was good in The Heartbreakers, or was that because Jennifer Love Hewitt was in that movie? No comment on that one. The Birdcage, Get Shorty, Unforgiven, and so many more. Obviously, Bonnie and Clyde back in the day. Superman. The list just goes on and on and on for Gene Hackman. But how did he die with his wife and the dog? Well, let's check out this video now so you can understand what happened there.
They were found dead inside their home in Santa Fe, New Mexico on February 26th. Hackman was 95 years old. His wife, Betsy, was 65 years old, and their dog was found in a crate. We later learned it recently had a procedure and had to be confined. How the couple died is no longer a mystery. The medical examiner determined that Gene Hackman died of a combination of Alzheimer's and heart disease. Betsy died of a rare but dangerous infectious disease called hantavirus. It's carried by rodents, and it can have initial symptoms like fatigue and fever. It's so rare that the Department of Health in New Mexico says there have only been 156 cases of this in the last 50 years in the state, but more than 40% of those cases were fatal. Their dog was unable to survive without food and water as it was trapped in that crate, with both owners having...
Yeah, his wife died from a rare virus that probably got from gardening. Unbelievable how that happens. But my biggest question is, why has it took so long to actually find the dead bodies? It was weeks and weeks before someone found them. He obviously had issues with his family, but surely someone in his family would have called to see how he was up to. Unbelievable. And now the legal battle will begin for his fortune. It's just sad to see Gene Hackman go that way. It was not the best way to go, dying alone after the wife passing, and he was delirious pretty much and sad to go. But let's check out his final video from the media side, him walking around.
News, you're looking at video of one of the last times Oscar winner Gene Hackman, a known recluse in recent years, was seen in public. As we're learning incredible new details this hour about the circumstances surrounding his death. His front door open, scattered pills on the bathroom countertop, 1 dog dead in the closet, 2 still alive on the property. 95-year-old Hackman and his wife, a 63-year-old classical pianist, their German Shepherd dog, all of them tonight mysteriously dead. And police right now are ruling out a carbon monoxide leak. This frantic 911 call captured the moment they were found.
Are they moving at all? No, dude, they're not moving. Just send somebody out here really quick.
Okay, my units are underway, okay?
Yes, as you can see that there was finally a phone call about his death, but were there other helpers out there? Was there support staff for the specialist for his Alzheimer's? How come they hadn't checked on him for so long? This legendary actor. It's sad to see that the demise of both these guys, Val Kilmer and Gene Hackman. But for all the people out there, I hope you surely will miss them. And to everyone out there that loved them, we love them most. Rest in peace, Val Kilmer and Gene Hackman.